Hi, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all the people who are living in different country of the world. And today, my guest is Sir Monty of the Crew Family Philippines. I will keep his friends. I write his friend Mike to contact with you, sir. Actually, and then saying that Monty is a good man, but in a bad situation in the Philippines. And I normally don't get involved in supporting foreigners of the Philippines because we are poor and surviving ourselves also. And
Exactly.
however, Sir Monty is a good, faring man who's respect and love of our country and has a family and our people who is worthy of our support and prayers. So, Sir Monty, welcome to my little channel and God bless you and your family. So, sir, thank you for granted this interview. Okay, so sir, let's get started. And first is I'm not going to ask you many questions because your story itself it's enough to make an answer and questions. So, sir, so please tell us everyone your history, your family status, your health condition, and how things evolve into current situation.
Okay, I'm married to a Filipino lady, Ariel, and we have a beautiful daughter, Faith. She's 3 years old. And I started visiting over here in the 70s and kept coming back and forth. And
Mm,
finally, 5 years ago, I ran into Ariel and we met and got married and
mm,
started building our life. We rented here for a while, and then um, while I was still working, I built a house here that
mm,
we own. So thank God for that. And then, so with the other, I came over here. I hadn't seen my wife and daughter. I'd never seen my daughter in person because I was stuck in America for COVID. I had to leave when my wife was 5 months pregnant. And I had to go back because I was having some problems with the issues with the guys that were working with me. So I had to go back to America. So I got stuck with COVID. I came back here, hadn't seen them forever. Got back here, good health, very, you know,
mm,
working every day, no problems. Got here a month later, or 3 days after I got here, I had a stroke. And uh, Ariel had to come out in the yard and help me in the house. And then I laid down for a little while and then went to the hospital. But I'd had a mild stroke and I recovered from it.
mm,
Then, about a few days later, we went to the beach and we came back. We stopped at a restaurant and I got a drink. And my wife told me, "Why don't you move over here where it's a little cooler? You look hot." And I just fell out on the table. And for 40 minutes, I was having a heart attack. And so got up from there. We went to the hospital again. Then I went to sleep one night and I had a stroke in my sleep. And that one paralyzed part of my left arm and my left leg and have trouble walking and stuff now. So make a long story short, that all happened, and then I decided, well, I'm going to have to live here. It looks like full time because I was in a
mm,
wheelchair at that point, and my wife was having to dress me and help me go to the bathroom and come out, and and give me a shower. I mean, I couldn't do anything for myself at that point. As soon as I got on my feet, I went a little bit. I went back to America, and the guys that were working for me, I sold them my business.
mm,
So after selling them my business, I sold the place I was in. I had a fifth wheel camper. I sold it and got about enough money to come back, and I bought a little van to drive because I can't ride a motorcycle anymore to get around. And everything was going okay. They were sending me the money. Everything's going fine. And then
Good.
since I'd left and I had my mail going to one of the guys' houses that were doing this, well, you rent in there, so there's a person that distributes the mail. Well, he didn't get the message, so we got a card from Google, which they send out once in a while, and you have to put in a code. And so anyway, most of my 90% of our business was coming through Google, through
Mm.
through Google Maps. When people look up, fence companies in my area, I was the number one. So we got a lot of business. Everything was going well. Well, they didn't get that card, so we weren't able to answer it. Therefore, we got kicked off of Google Maps, and we don't show up
Mm.
anymore as a business in my area. So that really hurt us because the guys can't. They're not. I'm not getting phone calls, which I get here and I take care of. Well, I'm not getting the calls, and they're not getting business, and everything went through the floor. So
Mm.
that's where it stands now.
Okay, nice, sir, because everything is going well. Yeah.
Yeah, except for the finances, everything's going well.
Mhm.
I'm still alive. That's a great thing.
Yes, okay. And sir, it's extremely hot here now in the Philippines. Is the extreme heat affecting your health and causing additional problems or concern? Is there a solution that's affordable?
Um, we run the fans in the house,
Mm.
and but this time of year, the rainy season is in and it's very hot.
Mm.
So
Yes.
it's to the point where I'm having to run the aircon now because I just I can't survive. Yeah, I lived in Florida, which is very hot as well, but I'm used to that working in the heat and stuff. But since the strokes and the heart attack, I just don't seem like I can take the heat as well.
Yeah, because even as Filipinos, sir, it's much more warm this year than before. And sir,
Yes.
do you have any electricity problem like electricity interruption or blackout?
Oh yeah, we had Saturday. They had the regular blackout, brownout from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then it came on for 30 minutes and it cut back out. And
Mm.
then um, it was out till 2 a.m. My wife, she is so kind. She woke up every little bit and fanned me and my daughter to keep us a little cool. But yeah, it was out till 2 a.m. and then came back on. It was out at 4 a.m. again until it was just a mess for the last 2 days. We've been with and without electricity. Thank God this morning we have it.
Yeah, okay. And sir, do you have YouTube channel and it does generate some income? Does that help with your expenses and what support do you need to meet basic living and medical requirements?
um, we have a YouTube channel, but it's still small, so it's not a lot of money. We're just trying to build it up now. And with my health issues, yeah, I have medications that I'm on and whatever. But the right now I'm waiting for November. That will be my first Social Security check. Then we'll
Mm.
be fine. From now till then, we're having a little bit of headache because of the business and the money that was coming in is not coming in. We did do a video before, and we got probably about 2 months of that covered now because of people that helped us out. And I don't like doing this. I've never accepted anything in my life, but it's not at this point. I don't care. It's not about me. It's about my wife and daughter. Just making sure that they're okay. And I like to have my medication, which is a couple $100 a month, keep me going. You know.
Okay, but sir, I'm gonna read first the email. Okay, I mean message. Hello, sir Juan. Thank you for watching. And Victor, Robert, Tildo, Sharon, and Monty. Hello, thank you for watching. And sir, there is a question here. Did you purchase health insurance before moving to the Philippines?
Um, I had it's very expensive having health insurance in the USA, which I did have for my personal. But of course, coming to the Philippines to visit with my wife and daughter was only supposed to be for a month or so. So
Mhm.
I did have emergency insurance, and I went to the hospital, and we paid for most of it in cash because that's even with the health insurance, it's not covered. I mean, people think that, but even if you have it, it doesn't cover much here. For and you have to go to certain hospitals to get that.
Okay. And I assume you are too young for Social Security and the Medicare program. Are there any other income streams coming your way?
No, no, they're not at this time. We get probably I think we made $170 last month on YouTube.
Mm,
Other than that, there's nothing coming in. And
okay.
my Social Security, I am old enough. I'm 61 years old. In September, I'll be eligible for Social Security. I'll get
Mm,
my first
okay.
check in November.
Okay, good.
And that health insurance, even if you're on Social Security at 62, you don't get any Medicare until you're 65. So, that's the health part of it.
Yes, and sir, actually, I am married with a foreigner, but he passed away last 2020, and you know that he never received his pension because he was 63 when he passed away, and then on his country, the pensioner will be 65 years old.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad. You work all your life, for something like that, and then pass away.
Yes,
Don't receive any of that. It's really sad. I'm sorry to
yes.
hear that.
And then there is one comment here. Mr. Isriyahi, thank you for watching. This guy needs a GoFundMe. Thank you for that. Okay.
Yeah, a couple of people have mentioned GoFundMe, but um, n- nothing has ever been done with that. I mean, I wouldn't set up my own GoFundMe page. So.
Okay. And sir, you are living in Dumaguete with a large expat community. Many popular vloggers know you. Are they combining the resources to support your situation and family?
Yes, Paul Miguel is one
Mm.
of my best friends. We were friends before YouTube. I actually talked him into doing YouTube and get going. But yeah, I he helps me, and there's Mike's Philippine Retirement. He's a very nice gentleman, and we did a video together, and he's very supportive, very friend. Him and his, of course, May, Paul's wife, is good friends with my wife, and Mike's
Mm.
girlfriend Janet is good friends with my wife. So
Mhm. Okay.
my wife is doing more of the video now because it's hard for me to get out and make videos. I could only do
Mm.
videos sitting here on the couch, and that's not very interesting. So
Yeah, and it's not good for you, sir, to go outside because of warm mist. It's
yeah,
because
the
too
heat,
hot. Mm.
it's terrible.
Sweating.
Yeah,
Even here in Cebu, at 8 in the morning, it's very, very hot
yes,
already. Yes.
and it stays that way till about 6. even last
Yeah.
even last night we lost electricity, and it's like 85
Mhm.
degrees. It's hot even at night to me.
Yes. And sir, you have a daughter and a beautiful Filipina wife. Are you able to provide for them sufficiently until your other benefits kick in?
Not really. Like I say, we downsized everything to where we can
Mm,
get along on about $850 a month with my medications and everything else that's going on, and the expenses for my daughter and my wife, and food and electricity, and that we brought it down. With make sure that we're going to do the minimum of everything just to get
yes.
through.
Okay. Your wife has the same idea on me because as a Filipino people, we budget our consume, how much we consume on that, so that it can fit on the whole month. And then we use also electricity in a wise way. We don't use often aircon. We can use aircon, but set in a limit time, and then after turning the electric fan so that it still remain cold.
Yes. Yeah, she gets cold very easy where I do not. Even before I was 220 pounds, I'm down to about
Mm.
170 now. But
Ah,
so
okay, good.
easier to stay cool when you lose weight. But yeah, we turn the aircon off about 8 p.m. and then run the fan
Mm.
at night. But
Mm.
my wife's very tidy with that. She keeps so
Yes, and I guess your wife doesn't want to buy expensive things which is necessary important, right?
that was one night. That's probably one of the main things that
Mm.
attracted to me to her. One, when we talked before I ever came here, she
Mm.
never asked me for a penny. She never asked
Mm.
me for a phone load or for money or anything. And then when I came here and we were going around together and doing things, we went to the mall and I saw a very nice dress I wanted to buy her that was about 30 US dollars.
Mm.
And she said, no, no, no. I can get that from Okai Okai for $2. Don't ever spend that kind of money.
Yes.
She's very thrifty.
Yeah. Yeah, because even me, I don't iPhone is an expensive phone, right? But
Yes.
for me, I told to myself, no, I don't want to buy iPhone because it's just for me it's just only a pride to show to the people that look at me, I have an iPhone and then I have expensive phone. Me, I prefer to use cheap phone because it's the same. Even if you have iPhone or Android phone which is cheap, you can text, you can call, you can chat, so it's the same.
Yeah, I have an iPhone, but only because I bought it when I was working.
Mm.
And then I used it. I never used my computer. I ran my whole business through my iPhone. So it just it became convenient for me because I've had them since iPhone. I think a four or something, and I've just kept updating every few years. But it really helped me around my business because I could have Excel documents and all the stuff in there. I just yeah, I'm familiar with it. But once this one goes dead, no more. Too
Yeah.
expensive.
Okay, and so there is a comment here that one Kenyanas, at this point, your health is very important and it's good to prepare for any emergencies. Thank God for your dedicated wife. Yes, he has a very nice and kind wife.
Yes, I do. And a very
Okay,
sweet
and
little daughter that just woke up.
yeah, and your daughter is cute. And sir, there is also here, if he is disabled, did he check into social security disability?
The problem with that is I earned income all the way up till the Google thing got messed up. And um, they said that I wouldn't be able to, I would have to be not receiving income for 1 year before I could file for the disability. So that was kind of taken off the table because of that. I mean, I am disabled. They can see that. I went there and whatever, but I applied for it and they denied it, of course.
Okay. And there is also another here, Paul Simpkins. A local friend can complete the GoFundMe requirements and support him with donation. Yes, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay, and sir, how about your family or relatives in US? Any support or resources received? Why or why not?
I have my parents are my father's still alive. He's in his
Mm.
late 90s, but he's just he. I never knew he was my father until I was 16 years old, and he
Mm.
had nothing to do with me. My mother passed away a few years ago. I have a 30-year-old daughter, and that that's a long story, but she had a very good job, and then she had to move to another job because of circumstances. And they had just bought a new home, so they sent us $100. You know, they just don't have a lot to where they could share right now, too, and that. Um, I had three very close friends, and between the age of 50 up to about 55, they all passed away. And so, you know, working 70, 80 hours a week, I really didn't have time to socialize too much. So I didn't have a lot of friends. But even people, girl that I knew in high school, um, I didn't even know she followed us on YouTube. But she, I seen her name come up. She sent my wife some money on PayPal, and I was shocked. And I have her on my Facebook, and I called her up. She goes, "Oh yeah, I seen that. I wanted to, we don't have much, but I wanted to send you something." I was like, "Wow, I didn't even expect that at all." But I have a little, but not much help from family, whatever.
Okay, there is another Paul Simpkins. Is he a BM? I don't know what you mean BM, Paul. Could you explain that? Okay,
Yeah, I don't know
and
what BM is either.
yes, and sir, what medical coverage do you have in the Philippines, if any? Is your family covered with Philippine health insurance?
My wife and daughter are on Phil Health, um,
Okay.
and our in order for me to get Phil Health here, it doesn't really cover anything. Um, and the expats, when you have Phil Health, the price is either like triple or quadruple because you're an expat. It's strange. And even when they were giving out things during COVID, and they were giving out rice and stuff here in the Philippines, my wife was not able to get that because she was married to an expat. They wouldn't allow,
Okay.
which is okay because I was sending her money. I just thought that was
Yes.
interesting.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna click this. Mapol. Rubiso de la France, Mashirejute.
I can't hear you.
Merci beaucoup. Okay.
Let
And
me.
sir, Mike of Mike's Philippine retirement did an excellent video supporting your cause. Have you supported many foreigners in establishing successful YouTube channel? Have they contact you and start a GoFund Monty type support?
No, they have not as of now. They did
Okay.
talk. Mike did talk about it, and Paul talked about it, but I don't know if they know how to set that up or what to do there. So kind of still in the dark there. But I am meeting with Paul around noon, so we might talk about that. But I have not
Yes.
I have not done anything as of now.
And I don't know also how to process to make GoFundMe. I
No,
think you need to the procedure, and I'm not so sure, but I think the procedure of that, if you ask permit to the government, or because it seems like a social assistance. So I think you must ask permission, and that if you create that, you must ask permission to the government, especially on the CSWD, which we call that here DSWD. I think you can do that, but I don't know. I will ask that. I will try to ask that to my relatives who is working in the government here in Lapu-Lapu. She is working in Lapu-Lapu City Hall, and then she has quite a lot of friends who is working in DSWD. So maybe I'm gonna find that way how to doing that, or if it's exist here.
I
So
think it's a
that's
U.S. based thing. I think
yeah,
somebody
I
in the U.S.
think.
would probably have to set that up rather than set it up here in the Philippines.
Okay, there is one comment here. Michael Alexander. This is the main reason we need to build communities to support each other. Yes, it's a
You are
good
correct, Mike.
idea. Yes, you are correct. I agree also that.
Yeah.
And then Matipid Lolo, he lives in Dumaguete. He is the one of the biggest expat community in the Philippines.
Yes, that's very
Yeah.
true.
So
Yeah, there's
this is
a lot of
also another. Okay. Mr. Istoryahi. I think Istoryahi is Cebuano term that I can see him making a living here till he gets his SSA.
no, no. If believe me, if I had my health, I would be back in America, working from 6 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night, like I always have. You know, I, I know it's strange to hear, but I even have dreams. Sometimes I wake up from while I'm actually back working and talking to customers and walking through neighborhoods because I can't walk far anymore. So I guess it's just think about it a lot. So it's in your dreams.
Okay. But sir, do you have any an expat planned if ever?
If I had to, I could get a ticket and go back to the USA and
Mm,
possibly stay with my daughter. But like I said before, she works 12 hours a day. Her husband works 10 hours
mm,
a day. So they wouldn't be able to take care of me as far as I can't cook for myself because I can't stand up
yes.
to get on the stove and cook and things. But I can go to the restroom, take a shower with a chair and all that now. But I stayed with her before I came back here. Um, I went back to the U.S. and went to the hospital there and got checked out by the doctors and um, neurologists and cardiologists and all that. And they came to my room when everything. They said my brain is still bleeding. So if I don't have a surgery to try to correct that, um, it could possibly be 1 to 3 years left in my lifetime. So, but I'm fighting that. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope it dries
Yes.
on its own or something.
Yes,
So
because I think but the doctor give you a medicine, sir, for the blood can gun or to support.
yeah, well, they gave me blood thinners to keep me from having another heart
Mm,
attack or stroke, but that's about it. Which probably makes that bleed even worse. But sometimes I have, like I tell everyone, I have good days and bad days. Where I had the stroke, sometimes the from like my ear down my neck, it gets real
mm,
tight and closes my throat up. It's kind of hard to eat and drink things. But with the blood thinners, that helps that. And I have to take a medicine to keep um, also to keep that. It's like a painkiller to keep that
mm,
the inflammation
pain.
reduced.
Mm,
Yes.
okay. But sir, we I have a neighbor in the island. She had stroke, and then the doctor told him that she has a blood clots on her head, but she doesn't want to have an operation. But until now, she's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, she's okay, and
Yeah. I'm praying for that. I'm fighting it.
yeah, she's still recovering. She's still recovering until now. And then she's going better than before.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah,
Yes.
I've had a lot of people contact me
Mm,
through the YouTube channel and my Facebook telling me they've had similar things, whether they're Filipino or foreigner,
mm,
that they've went through similar things and gave me ideas and things to try and whatever. But yeah, I have the you can see in the CT scans and stuff,
mm,
I have the blood clot up here, but unfortunately it's still bleeding through that for some reason.
mm.
But hopefully that will someday dry up and stop. Because I don't really want to
Yes.
like drill into my brain if I don't have to.
Yes. We pray for your fast recovery, sir, and you will feel okay soon.
Thank you very much.
Okay. And Mr. Isaias, so the big question is where is better for him to live, here in the Philippines or US?
I would say here because I have a great cardiologist here. He's actually a professor at Silliman University as well, and teaches many of the classes. I didn't know this until I was in the hospital, and he came to see me there. And my nurse told me, "You have a very good doctor," and which was referred to me by other expats here. But she
Yeah.
says he teaches a lot. I'm going to classes at Silliman, and he teaches my chemistry class and all these different classes. So he's a very smart man, and he's helped me a lot. And plus, I have my wife here, and she can help me and help me get around and do what I need to do. Even
Yes.
going to the grocery store now, she knows how to drive, so I don't even have to drive anymore. She can drive us around, so that helps a lot.
Okay. Okay, and there is a comment here. Raymond King, Monty, keep your head up, my friend. You have a lot of people backing you up, my friend. Paul and Mike are wonderful friends to have. They both have a lot of subscribers who will be glad to help you. Yes.
I love you too.
Oh, cute. That's your doctor cute.
Yes.
I
Come and say hi.
have also a doctor. Hi, so cute
Yeah.
curly
Say hi.
hair. I also have a daughter, Sir Monty, but she is 15 years old now.
Okay, that's great. I have an 18-year-old son too.
Ah, okay.
Just started college.
Yeah. And there is Mati Pedalo. I don't think he has any place to live in America. He said possibly his daughter, but what will he do with his wife and child from the Philippines and America?
Yeah,
Do
that's
you see
exactly
that?
true.
Mm.
That I did sell the place that I was living there because um, I wasn't going to rent it out. So I had rented it out the year that I'd stayed here with my wife constantly for a year, and I rented it out, and they just tore everything up. And I had to go back and fix everything. So I said, it'd probably be better just to sell it, and with that money I could buy a bit because I stayed here for 5 months after I had the
Mm,
strokes and heart attack, and I just felt trapped because I couldn't ride. I can't ride on the back of the motorcycle well because it
mm,
really kills my hips having to put my legs up
yes.
high, and so I really needed to buy a vehicle. So I sold that and took that money that I sold that for and bought the multi-cab van we have.
Yeah, okay, good.
Really helps me get around. And
Yes.
the nice thing is our place here is paid off. We don't owe any money for it, and it's all done. So everything we have is paid for, the van, the motorcycle.
Okay.
So
Okay,
if
good.
something was happened to me, they're better off here because we're surrounded by her family, you know,
Mm,
cousins and everything for as far as you can see.
yes. Okay. Here, Paul Simpkins. What type of follow-up therapy, medicine, and care will be required after operations?
I do not know of because they straight up told me in the USA you don't have insurance at this point, and we're not going to do an operation on you because they say they'll do all this stuff, but no, they're not going to. They're not
Okay.
going to do a major operation and just give it to you.
And sir, are you meeting all your monthly expenses and do you have an exit plan if required to return to US or emergencies?
Um, we don't have enough to cover everything until November,
Mhm.
no. And uh, several people have told me, why did he go back to America? What? I mean, there's just no sense in me going back there. I have nothing there really, and I have my wife and daughter here. And when I did go back to the USA and was living there, it was only for a couple months. And I had depression so bad and anxiety that I just couldn't take it. And a good friend of mine called me, a gentleman,
Okay. Okay, sir.
but he really helped me through that. But being back here with my wife, no.
Sorry.
It's all the difference in the world. So, with that in mind, my health is much better here with my wife and daughter than if I'd have went back there with 500 doctors. Wouldn't have made any difference.
Yes. And sir, it's so very nice to be with your family.
Yes, there's all the difference in
Yes.
the world.
Yes. Especially you have a very, very cute girl.
Yes, she keeps me going. She tells me she loves me 100 times a day. That little girl is so sweet, always giving me kisses and hugs, and
Yes. And
she
I'm
does it.
sure, sir, I'm pretty sure that if you see your daughter smiling, if you hug your daughter, you will keep strong and fight.
You're right.
Yes.
You are right there.
Because I am also that. I am, you know, that I am a single mom. I am a single mom. You make me cry also. You know that I am a single mom, and her father abandoned us for 15 years. But
Uh,
I didn't give up. I didn't give up. And then every time I saw my daughter, it makes me feel so stronger and
yes,
fight for the difficulties of life, because our kids is our strength and energy, right?
they are. And if
Yes.
if I was by myself and I was in America, I could care less about things. I mean, it is what it is. I deserve what I got because I didn't take good care of my house and ended up having 2 strokes and a heart attack. But the only concern I have is for my wife and daughter, that they're
Yes.
taken care of and have what they need.
Yes. Okay, and there is somebody here, Paul Simpkins. Viewers make donation to his channel via PayPal. Yes, you can send Sir Monty if you want to just go to his YouTube channel, and I think their PayPal account was there, right, sir?
Yes, and then it's
Yeah, okay.
PayPal me at Aragel Crew,
Okay, and this
ARAGEL, and we have
mm,
um, Crew Family Philippines, CREW Family Philippines.
okay, their YouTube
YouTube.
channel is this True
Crew Family
Family.
Philippines. Yes.
Yeah, True Family Philippines.
Mm.
Okay, this. Okay, that's their YouTube channel. Please subscribe their channel and support their channel.
Yes, thank you so much.
Mm.
It
Okay,
would be
and I
greatly
have.
appreciated. And also subscribe to hers if you're not already. Make sure you subscribe if you want to
Yes.
watch.
Okay, this message here. Michael Alexander Sharon, you have the power to save this man. Yes, thank you for that.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay, and this one, Larry Francisco. He can get the VA in Manila. There is a social security office there, and he can start his social security and get it for his wife and child also. It will help their income.
Yeah,
Yes, but I think,
what we're trying to do now is before I get my Social Security, we're working on making Faith, our daughter, get her citizenship and
okay,
U.S. passport and Social Security. I will only make it like 1,000 per month on Social Security, but with my daughter on there, it'll take it to like 14 or 1,500. So that make a huge difference. And then something if something happens to me, then she will continue to get money. My daughter will, which will help support.
okay, okay. And sir, I don't want you to stay a long time because you need to take rest, and I really greatly appreciate that. Thank you for the interview today, and I will put the link to your YouTube channel and in this video description, and also Sir Mike's Retirement Philippines. I will put also his YouTube channel in this video description, and so viewers can support you through your channel and through Sir Mike's channel. And please subscribe their channel, both the channel of Sir Monty, the crew, family Philippines, and also my Philippines retirement. And
Mhm.
please subscribe also to my channel, and as I
Yes.
will keep you an update on Sir Montes as well. So, sir, thank you so much, and hope and we will include you to our prayers for you to recover and to be back to normal and keep fighting. And I wish and pray that you will have a very, very long life to live with your family and your daughter and your wife. So, sir, thank
Well,
you so
thank you
much,
very
and
much. Very nice to meet
keep
you.
in
God
touch.
bless you. And thank you so much for
Yes.
doing
Yes, and if you would like me to be on your channel for to interview me for to have a Filipino perspective and about my story, it's okay for me.
Yeah, that'd be
I am
great to
welcome.
do that, or you and my wife do
Okay.
a video together. That'd be awesome.
Yes, if she wants to interview me for your channel, because I also have difficult story and life. So
Yes,
yeah, if you
I
want to
would like
hear
to know
that,
that. Yes, we'd love to
yes,
do that.
okay. Just let me know, sir, when. And okay, sir, thank you for this
Thank
interview,
you so
and I
much.
will let you keep a long time so that you can take a rest. And say hello to your wife and to your lovely daughter.
I
Thank you,
will. Thank,
sir. Bye.
thank
God
you. Take care.
bless. Okay.
God
Thank you,
bless.
everyone, for watching. And please
Yes,
support
thank
Sir
you.
Monty's channel. Bye.